Well, hello my friends, welcome to Voltz Wars, where today we start the episode in the warehouse, and I've just asked you to listen out for something. Do you hear that? Utter silence. Thank the Lord we found the source to that wretched noise, and it turned out to be, as many of you correctly predicted in the comments, a cicada. And I was a bit unsure as to what a cicada was, but Algoron recognised it instantly as a residential insect of the Twilight Forest. So that's fantastic, and it's all sorted, and we can now think and craft in peace. Isn't that right? Peace and quiet at last, says Algoron. Well, I think we've done a good job there. Of course, we have left the gaping hole. We had to rip up a lot of the floor. Turns out a lot of this ripping up was unnecessary because the actual bug was somewhere down there, I think. So all of that bit was unnecessary, but we are going to have to fix that up now. The quarry is definitely working, and in actual fact I can show you because I conveniently have a redstone energy cell in my inventory. I took it out of there pre-video. Woo for planning. So I'm just going to knock out some wire. So now the quarry's not planned because there ain't no wire there. I picked up that cable I have. So if I were to then just put an energy cell there, you can see that energy is draining out, just as it should, which is fantastic because that means that the quarry's taking energy. Unfortunately, though, we are not quite getting any materials or goodies from it just yet, because as you may know if you've used quarries, when you set them up underground they have to hollow out a big old area to build their frame before they start actually quarrying, which works very well because of obviously what we're going to use that hole for afterwards, but it's a lengthy little process, so there might be a good few minutes until there might be a little while, shall we say, until that quarry starts to prove fruititious, if fruititious is a word. Fruitful is a word. I probably should have said that one. Maybe fruititious is a word. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're not getting anything from the quarry, but we will do soon. So that's all good. Now, I'm just going to replace that wire because that energy cell is liable to run out. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Energy Cell, very much for that demonstration. Okay, so first job, let's just fix the floor. Oh, that silence is great. And I'm breaking it with my horrible shrill voice. Right, we won't need that, we'll keep the wrench on us. Let's just take some clean stone. We've got nearly 1,000 bits of clean stone. Cracking, right, let's fix, second bit of stone got put in the wrong place, brilliant. Anyway, so as you know today, or if you saw last episode, I did mention that this was my plan for the day. I am going to create, hopefully, a force field. Now, force fields, the big thing they require to function is diamonds. Every machine, every upgrade requires at least 1 diamond in its recipe. And that's going to cause us a bit of a problem, because I think we've only got about 35 diamonds. In actual fact, I think we definitely have 35 diamonds, which I'm a bit unsure. Was that noise again? I swear I just heard that noise again. Maybe I'm just going mad. I'm not sure, but it's definitely gone because I picked up that darn... Oh my goodness, I'm scared. I'm scared that noise isn't eradicated. Anyway, it's definitely gone over here. Has he put one somewhere else? I'm not sure. But we're going to stay over here today, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, let's just continue fixing up. This shouldn't take a second. Whoops. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we ripped up a bit more of the floor than we perhaps needed to, but we fixed a bit that we're going to be running about, and we don't need any of the machines that are down there today, so that should do us nicely. Okay, so let's just get rid of that one. Cracking. Okay, and I'm a bit hungry. Do excuse me while I just find some food. What do we got? We got bread. We got bread. Right, bread. Sorry, bit of a keyboard malfunction there. Yes, we have bread. Fantastic. We don't need any more electronic separators. That power flower is working fantastically well again. So it's all well and brilliant, I think. So, yes, anyway, force fields. Now, I was talking about the diamonds. Because of the not endless supply of diamonds we have, we're going to have to be very careful. I don't think we're going to be able to get too complex with the force fields today. Certainly not until Mr. Quarryman over there, over yonder, supplies us with a few more diamonds. As I said, 35, I think. I haven't calculated it exactly, but I've got my fingers crossed that it's going to be enough just to get a very basic system set up. Just hopefully big enough so that we can protect the main things. I mean, the ME is the big priority. The ME system's the big priority to protect, but then if I can get a force field over the palace, over the Elven district as well, ideally I'd have a force field across the whole city, but that's certainly not going to be achievable today. Anyway, let's just get on to building it, and then we'll see how close we can get. Now, to make the basic force field setup, we're going to need 3 machines. The main one of which is a Force field projector, that's going to be the actual one that will create the force field. But, my friends, the force field projector, it's a bit picky. It's a fussy eater when it comes to energy, and as such, requires its own special energy source. It can't be powered with wires or the ME energy or this MJ nonsense or the KJ nonsense. It requires its own power, and for that, we're going to need a coercion deriver. And what that's going to do is take our whatever energy we give it, and turn it into nice yummy energy for the force field projector. And then we're also going to need something called a Fortron capacitor to then, basically the force... It's like an unnecessary step, but it's also a necessary step, because the coercion deriver can't give energy to the force field projector, so it has to go through a Fortron capacitor. A Fortron capacitor is basically a middleman, but it's necessary, so to speak. Anyway, let's crack on with making some of it. So, let's start with the... I think we'll start with the coercion driver, don't you? Coercion, well, there's not going to be any in there, is there? We're going to have to type in coercion driver and see exactly what we need to make it, because I, for the life of me, have forgotten. Coercion deriver. I'm probably going to say driver a lot today, because I'm silly and I don't know things. Right, so we're going to need a lot of steel for this. We're going to need a focus matrix and a battery. Well, the steel should be easy enough. I'm not sure if we've got any, but it's not the hardest thing to make, is it? A battery is... Oh, that's going to be very easy. And then a focus matrix. Now, a focus matrix we're going to need a lot of, so I might just whip them up now. Now, they're not that expensive. I mean, if you look at that recipe, you think it's very expensive, but you get 9 of them for that. So I'm going to take... We are going to need a lot, so I'm going to take all the diamonds. I'm pretty sure it is 35, yeah. I'm going to take 5 diamonds, and I'm going to make them into focus matrices. And that will give us 45 focus matrices, which might even not be enough, but I'm not sure. Well, we are running a bit low on steel, but we can always make more, so that's fine. So let's just pop some steel in there. Lovely. And then what was the other one? It was redstone around the corners, wasn't it? Bit of redstone. I know we've got lots and lots of redstone. That's good. There we go. So, the quarry, what I'm eventually going to do is when the quarry is quarried out what it needs to quarry out, 45, there we go. When the quarry's quarried out what it needs to quarry out, I'm going to move it somewhere random. I'm just going to start quarrying out from the surface, and it's just going to, and then when it's done there, I'm going to just move it to the side and quarry again. And it's basically just going to be a big normal quarry, a massive load of holes. But that's going to be far, far away, not near our project, definitely not bad. There definitely is another one! Ah! For God's sake, I thought... Oh, right, okay, we're staying over here. Aglaron, don't go over there, you'll go mad. We'll have to sort that out. Oh, we'll do that off camera. We've done enough ripping of floorboards today. Anyway, so, we've got our 45 focus matrices. That should hold us for now. Let's just... There we go. Okay, so, to make the coercion driver, I think I'll be okay just to make one for now. When I set this up in a single player, I think I actually used 2. So we'll just make one, and then we'll make another one if we need to. So we needed a battery, didn't we? Do we have a battery? We may do now. It was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? Well, whoops-a-daisy. I hate doing that. Right, anyway, so battery. So we're going to need a bit of coal, bit of redstone, bit of tin. That's very easy, isn't it? I dare say we've got a lot of tin. I still haven't set up that 7th run in the sorting facility for the ferrous ore. So if we type in ferrous, we don't get a lot... Oh! You got ferrous... Oh, that's because I took all the ingots out and just put them in there manually. But the whole point of having the sorting system is that I don't have to do that. But, yeah. Anyway, so we needed tin. That was the thing, wasn't it? Tinnage. We got a lot of tinnage. What's that? Any crafting monitor? Oh, of course, we made that by accident, didn't we, when we were making our thing? Yes, right. So, and the last thing we needed was coal. Coal. Lovely. Cracking. Okay, so I believe the recipe went thus. We just popped in like so. I might have got the redstone and the what's it mixed up, but I didn't. Okay, so there's our battery. So then I believe it was just steel down the sides. Why did I put it all back? I've got to type it in again now. I'm a slow typer as it is. I'm not doing myself any favours here. Right, so, oh my goodness, what was that we just could have made? I love discovering recipes. Oh, turbine blade. Oh, of course, that was for, what's it, wasn't it? Right, anyway, so a Fortron, focus matrix went there. And yes, I'm mumbling my words, but I've done it right. There's our coercion driver. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to make is a... They're difficult words. Fortron capacitor, that's it. I believe this one's slightly more complex. We're also going to need to think about a lot of these. A lot of these upgrades are necessary. A lot of them are just cool. We'll make the necessary ones today. As I said, we're going to need lots more diamonds. For example, if we were to do the one where... what's a fun one? There's a killy one. Which one's a killy one? Oh, it's not called killy one, as you can imagine, but, oh my goodness. Okay, well, if we do this one, which will kill mobs and stuff, that's... Oh, that's not too bad, actually. Okay, well, the ones we're definitely going to need to make are the they're not all showing up because we've got the word fort in. But there's a lot that we're going to need. Speed modules we're going to need some of. They're actually not too bad. Capacity modules definitely we're going to need a lot of, which, not too bad again. And... whatever, we'll come on to that in a minute. Let's make a Fortron capacitor. Right, so as you can see, this one's slightly more complex. I might have to make a few batteries. A few of these do look like they need batteries. Okay, so you see why we need so many focus matrices now. Right, anyway, so I think I can envisage myself running out of steel, but we will just cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so let's make a... Let's just make... We've got a lot of tin, we've got a lot of redstone, we've got a lot of iron, so let's make a stack of these. I've got them backwards, haven't I? Yes, I have. Right, okay, so let's just... Oh, no, they don't stack, do they, batteries? Okay, well, let's just make 6 for now, and if we have to make more, we'll have to make more. Lovely. Okay, that'll do us for the minutes. Cracking. Okay, so now the focus matrix went thus. The steel went thus. There we go, that's the ticket, and then a battery plonks in the middle, and there's our Fortron capacitor. Lovely. Right, and then the big un, the force field projector. Let's crack on with that. Force field projector, see, okay, here's another diamond that we're going to need. So diamond, 3 focus matrices, battery, and steel. Okie dokie. So the steel goes like that. The diamond gets plonked right on the top, would you believe? You have a lovely straight line of Fortron Watsits and a focus matrices, I should say. And there is our force field projector. So that's what we need to begin with. But then we need to move on to the modules and the upgrades, etc. Now, the first one we're definitely going to need is a sphere mode, because basically the force field projector needs to be told what sort of force field it's making. And if I actually type in mode, you can see some of the other options. And there's lots of different ones. There's custom mode, which is, or to my brain at least, is so hideously complex it's not even worth mentioning. Sphere mode, as you can imagine, it makes a sphere shape. Tube makes a tube shape. Pyramid shape, etc. My favourite's the sphere, and that's what we're going to make. And that is just 5 focus matrices like so. So we can just whip that one up. Oh. In actual fact, I think our diamonds might last us. Thank goodness. There we go. So there's our sphere mode. And then what we're also going to need, and I might just make a load of these, are capacity modules, speed modules, and scale modules. Scale module will basically make it bigger, so we'll put them in the force field projector and it will make it bigger. So for example, if we put 12 scale modules in, it will be 12 blocks bigger than it would be, and if we put a stack in, then it would be 64. I'm going to hopefully get 64, and now I've looked at that, they're not very expensive at all, so that's quite good. Let's, oh, no, I'll tell you what, let's do that. And see if we can get a stack. Of course, I'm probably going to have to make some more matrices after this. It's worth getting all of these. So I'm going to get 32. That's not too bad, is it? I would love a stack of these, though. So let's just quickly make some more. It was just diamond, redstone, and what's it, wasn't it? So that's not too bad at all. Diamond, steel. In actual fact, this isn't proving to be as expensive as I first feared. We're still not going to be able to get massively complex, but, you know, not too bad at all. Right, so let's put those in there, let's put that there, and let's put the steel there. Okay, so, oh, for goodness sake, I hate it when things do this. Right, there we go. In place. Oh, we've got 2 different types of steel being used. That's probably what didn't help matters. Right, there we go. There we go. Okay, there we are. So we've got another 54. That should do us nicely. And we've still got 23 diamonds left over. I must say, when I look at the recipes, I never look at how many you get. And I didn't realise you got 9 for each setup, which is actually really good. Okay, so let's finish off making our what's-majiggers that I've forgotten the name of already. Let's see if we can get another 32 of them, which we should be able to with quite ease. There we go. 32, please. Basically, I'm not shift-clicking because I don't want to make too many, because that will just be a waste. Okay, so there's 64 of them. Fan-dabby of the dozies. Fan-absolutely brilliant. Now, 2 other things we're going to need is a capacity majigger of some description. Sorry, I was just moving the window. That might have ruined fraps, I'm not sure. Why have I typed in steel? That's not what I want to do. What am I doing? Capacity module. That's what I want. But it's not showing up. Why on earth is it not showing up? Capacity. Hello. Oh, there it is. Did I misspell it? I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, so this is just a battery and focus matrices, so it's a good thing we made a few more batteries. I think I'll... Oh, let's just check if the speed module needs a battery, and then I'll know if I can use all the batteries or not. Let's check the speed module. That's the other thing we're going to need. So basically, the capacity module will increase how much energy each machine can hold, and the speed module will increase how quickly it can be transferred, which, trust me, is very useful. Anyway, so, speed module, that... Oh, no, yep, that's redstone and focus matrices. We're probably going to need more focus matrices, but... being that they don't actually cost as much as I first feared, that shouldn't matter very much, should it? Right, let's put the batteries back in there and shift-click that. That should give us 8. Fantastic. Okay, and then the focus matrices, which I beg your pardon, the speed... What's it? Yeah, I'm gonna make some more. Where's our diamond gone? Have I put it back? Oh, I hate accidentally putting things back. You have to retype them in, don't you? Right, redstone. I'm gonna need that. Bish, bosh, bang, bung. And then I believe it was steel. Oh, we are running rather low on steel. Oh, goodness me, we are running very low on steel, as a matter of fact. We can only make another... Whoa! Okay, we weren't running low on steel, it turns out. Fantastic. Brilliant, well, that'll do. Okay, so let's crack on a load of them. Redstone in there, cracking. Let's see if we can make I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a stack of these. Let's see if we can just make 24 for now. 24, can we get 24? We should. Oh, no, we can get 18. 18 will do us. So we've got a sphere mode, we've got 64 scale modes, 8 capacity modules, and 64, beg your pardon, 18 speed modules. That should be enough. Obviously, I would like a lot more. Obviously, I'd like to be stacking everything, but I think it'll do us now just to set up, and then we'll worry about other things whenever. So, to get the thing set up, first of all, I need to pick a position, and I've actually already picked a position. It's not going to be down here, it's going to be up there, because basically, now we've got 64 scale modules, if we can power it well enough, then it's going to basically be 64 blocks from the centre, if that makes sense. So really, I want to have it as slap bang in the middle of all the important things as possible. And, as though the fates have helped us here, there is such a place naturally spawned. If you just want to follow me, you may have seen it before, because I sometimes go and play in it, but if you just pop up here, because this is the best way to enter it, as you can see, Pal is still not seen all that much. How we doing, fellas? Hello, look what I made. It was a thing. Anyway, so if we just pop over here, do watch your footing here, because it is a bit slippy. There we go. Ooh, 1.5 damage. Oh, goodness me, can we get across? We can get across. Okay, so if you look here, there... Oh, I thought I was going to fall then. That would have been disastrous. Anyway, look. Convenient cave. And what's even more convenient about this cave, we're probably going to have to make it a little bit bigger, is that, one, it's very near the wind turbine, so with... but maybe 20 bits of universal cable, we can get it powered. And if we just press X on the map, you can see that it's pretty much slap bang in everything. Certainly if we get a 64 block thing, that should cover the power flower, that should cover the warehouse, that should cover the trading warehouse, that should cover the council chambers. The main things, all the power sources should be covered, so that's going to be good. Of course, as I said, I would love to cover everything, but that's not really achievable in our current lack of diamond-y situation. Anyway, so, this actually could be enough room as it is. I will just sort of square it out a bit. In actual fact, we're going to have another fade to black. I love introducing fades to black. We're going to have a fade to black. I'm going to just make this look a bit more homely. I'm going to hopefully bring some wire out just wherever, probably just straight from the wind turbines. As a matter of fact, if we just pop up here, should probably build stairs down here as well. We'll worry about that another day. But yeah, the wind turbines are only there, so that shouldn't really take very much at all. Anyway, right, I will see you in what may be about 20 minutes for me, but will be but a split second for you. Goodbye. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to what is now a very cozy little force field setty up area, which is nice. Anyway, so let's get things going. I should have probably brought that wire down a trifle more. Never mind, I've got a little bit of spare on me. So, first thing that's going to need to go in is the coercion deriver. If we just put that there and then turn it on, we should see it powering up a bit, which we can. Fantastic. I'm not going to put any upgrades in just yet, but that's working brilliantly. If we'll just keep that set to derive for the minute. Derive means, derive means it's going to take energy and give energy, I think. This is a bit of I think now, not I know. But integrate, I think, means it's just going to give energy. It's not going to accept anymore. So, yep, we'll remember that for next time. Anyway, so, yes, fortune capacitor, that's good. That's all going up and lovely. What I could what this probably will require is a couple of these. So, I will just put a few in. 3 of them. As you can see, it's now... let's just come out of it. 800 joules. Yeah, well, as you saw, if I take these out, it's full. If I put them in, then it's not so full. See how that works? Brilliant. So, out. It's full. In. It can be a little bit more. So, we'll just keep them there. I really, really do need to, or would like to build a lot more capacity modules because they're very, very useful. But I think we can get set up with the 8 for now. So, then the Fortron capacitor... Fortron capacitor can just go anywhere. We can just put it next there for the minute. We're going to need to set it on a frequency as well. So I'm going to give this frequency, let's go frequency 4. Frequency number 4. We'll set that to frequency number 4 as well. And then if we were to also turn, as you can see, link device is now 2. And if we were to then turn that on, we should be able to see a lovely bit of blue, lovely energy thing going into this, which it's then, it's not the quickest thing, is it? This is where our speed modules come into play, of course, because that's on derive and because this is on equalize, which means it's going to be spreading, so it's going to be accepting and giving. So we're going to want to change that to fill only, I think. So that means it's going to take, but it's not going to give up. As you can see, it's still very slow. So let's chuck a couple of speed modules in here. That should speed things up. As you can see, the transmission rate is now 65 as opposed to 650 as opposed to whatever it was before. So that's good. It'll get there. It's a bit slow, but that's because we haven't got as many modules as we could. And then the last thing we'll need, which I guess we could just put here for now, is our force field projector. Here it is, isn't it? A thing of beauty. So I'm going to put all the scale modules in here. Basically, I'll show you this now. This little bit down here, that's how much energy it has. That's how much energy it can take, so that can obviously be increased with our capacity modules. And that is how many energy, or how much energy, not many energy, how much energy it needs per second to build and then maintain a force field. So obviously if we were to put the scale modules in, force field's bigger. And if it wants to register, we might have to come out and in. As you can see now, it requires a lot more energy. So we could also put a few capacity modules in there. That increases our max, and then maybe some speed modules as well. We'll put 5 of them in there, as again, that's increased the energy need, but that should, I think we'll keep that as it is for now. And then what we should do is just chuck a few speed modules in, or the rest of the speed modules in there, and a few capacity modules, I think. And then the sphere mode obviously needs to go on here, because that's telling it what it's going to make. There we go. So once we power that, that's fine. But there is a trick here that I would like to just quickly show you. Have we got any Fortron things left? Oh, we'll work on. We'll get it working, and then we'll work on making it all nice and big and exactly how we want it afterwards. But this is the basic setup that you need, and I'm just going to show you a quick trick. Can I jump down here without killing myself? I don't really want to risk it. We do need to think about access to this. It's in the perfect place, but it's not in the easiest place to get to. Ooh! Oh, no! For goodness sake. Okay, right, we didn't die. It's fine. Okay, so let's just... Oh, no, we can't eat bread because we have a full belly. How are we doing, Agneron, my jolly good sir? So, what I'm going to do is take a load of lapis as you like. Right, so let's take a load of lapis. Can I shift-click out? I can. That'll do us now. Luckily, we've got a lot of lapis, and we're going to have to go the long way up. I do apologise about this. Access round the base is still a little bit of an issue, but we're getting there, aren't we? So, let's just pop up here again. Cracking. Oh, over the stairs. I'm running up the handrail. I'm a rebel. Anyway, so let's, if we may just get back round. Yep, definitely need to set something up as a way of getting there. Whatever. We'll worry about that later. I just want to get the force field, make sure it's set up correctly, make sure it's working, make sure that once we can build lots and lots of upgrades, then we can actually put them to use. So, now, if we go here, as you can see, I've not got any speed modules in these, and as you can see, it's struggling. So what I'm going to do is put some lapis in there, and that is going to 20-fold times the amount of energy and the amount of things it works. And the lapis is consumed in the process, but what I probably should have done is brought a chest up with me so I could keep some lapis in here. I'll just keep it on me for now, but yeah, a useful little trick. If you got lots of lapis, then pop it in your coercion derivers and it will make things a darn sight faster. As you can see, that was struggling to get above 1 now. It's smashing through. It's full. And as you can see, this should then be filling up a lot faster because obviously it can take things. So that's all good. So once this is full, we'll turn our what's it on. Oh, goodness me. So that's going to require, to maintain its workingness, 1.76 kilojoules every second. Hopefully, well, the trick here is to make sure that this is less than the amount that it's actually taking on a second. So that's why the big force fields that you might see will have more than one coercion driver, more than one Fortron capacitor. They'll have big old setups, but as I said, this is just the very basic one to get it working, make sure we can get it all up and lovely and stuff. So anyway, so we'll just give that a minute. Well, in actual fact, I will go down and make a box. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be cheeky with my jumps here. Should I be cheeky with my jumps? Probably not. I should be able to survive that fall, shouldn't I? Especially if I could survive that fall. It'll hurt me, but it would save a lot of time. Oh, I tell you what might be a good idea is to actually, just for the purposes of today, just chuck a bucket of water off, and that way I can swim up and swim down. Just for the purposes today, then we can make proper access. Oh, for goodness sake, whatever. Okay, right, we're definitely not dying from that fall, so it's fine. So I'm just going to see if I've got any chests in here already, or I might have to make one. Chest. We got 5 chests. We got lots of chests, as a matter of fact. We'll only need a wooden one for this one. So let's then head up the stairs again. I do apologise about this. As I said, access, that's going to jump on the to-do list as well. Okay, so let's run this way again. 2 seconds. So we'll put some lapis in the chest. That way we don't have to worry about getting lapis. One thing I could do from the quarry, in the actual fact, is in my sorting system there, have an item tesseract sending lapis up automatically. That could be very useful, but then I don't want all the lapis up here. That's the problem. I'm not sure if there's a pipe that lets you take, like, every other bit of lapis or etc. and put it up there. Like, I want to add stone to the production line, so all the stone that's come in is clean stone. But I want cobblestone as well, because cobblestone is sometimes used for recipes, and yeah, you see what I mean by that? Anyway, let's just chuck that lapis in there. So let's see how much lapis it's used so far. See, it's already used... Well, I mean, it's not that greedy, is it? But yeah, you see. Right, so I think that's probably enough energy for now. So let's set this to frequency 4 and turn that not on, but let's just... Yeah, screw it, let's turn it on. Oh, no, excuse me. We don't want to turn it on, we just want it to be energying, and it won't energy because that's set to fill up. That was the problem there. So what we want to do now is set that to equalize or distribute. That will spread evenly based on energy amounts. So if something's lacking, that'll take the energy, which in this case is the Fortron field, the force field projector. So Fortron's the name of the energy. I don't know if I said that. I just called it special energy, didn't I? Or whatever. So anyway, so this is filling up, and then I'd say once this is filled up, we'll turn it on. Now, this is a bit tricky because this is set to distribute. What it's doing is it's taking energy and giving energy. So what I might do just for the minute is set that, oh, beg your pardon, that one to drain, which will... no, that's wrong. I beg your pardon. Right, screw it. It's working. It's working. Let's just send it there. So that's going up. That's going up. That's stable. Oh, no, it's going down a little bit. This is where 2 coercion drivers might be useful because it's not going to hold itself at this stage. But anyway, let's just, because we're full here, let's turn the energy on and hopefully see a nice force field form. Fingers crossed that it's not going to cut anything in half or anything. Fingers crossed. Here we go. We should see a force field begin to form. There it is. Look at that. Here it goes. It will, because we haven't got a massive amount of speed modules in there, it will take a little bit of time just to set up, but we'll keep it here. We'll make sure. Oh, the energy's not quite as stable as I'd like, but it should be enough just to form, and then we can marvel at it and then work on more upgrades afterwards. Yeah, it's taking a while, isn't it? We will need a lot more speed modules for this. Speed modules are very useful. As I said, we've got 13 in there. We've got only 5 in there. What I might do is just take half of these. Might just put 9 and 9. 9 and 9. We can have 9 and 9, can't we? So let's just do 9 and 9 there. That should speed the processor. Oh, as you can see, it's very, very slow. It's struggling to form, as a matter of fact, because it's so slow. Right, I think we're going to have to turn it off and work on more speed modules. That might not work at all. Okay, but you can see how it works. The force field is operational. It's just not quite as good as we'd like. But as you can see, it's actually covering a great old distance, isn't it? So I think we might have to build another coercion driver and make some more capacity and speed modules. But yeah, look, I mean, it's getting there, isn't it? It is definitely getting there. As you can see on the map now, that's the area that it's going to cover. So it's covering all the power sources. It's covering a bit of the palace. It's covering certainly the council chambers, covering the warehouse, which includes the ME system. It's getting there. It's getting there. It really is getting there. And sometimes with this, you do have to fly up to it just to get it to appear. It will be there on the top, but sometimes it doesn't quite render as far as seeing it goes. But I mean, if we run over here, so that's where it's going to cut off in the palace, so that might be a bit of an issue when we're in the throne room. Maybe I could turn it on and track people here. Anyway, so yeah, it's working. I would like you to see it in all its beauty, but as I said, we are struggling for speed modules at the moment. But, well, I would have thought it would still work, because it ran out of energy now. It must have run out of energy. That's a shame. But it's working. We just need to work on... Well, as I said, we'll build another coercion drive. Oh, no, it's Oh, no, I think we have lost it. I think we have just lost it. We're going to need a lot more modules, evidently. Let's have a look. Oh, they are temperamental, but once you've got the formula finessed, then it should be good. Anyway, so I'm going to assume this is empty. Yeah, it's empty. No wonder it's lost. Okay, well, let's turn that off for now, shall we? Let's just get this filling up. Okay, so that's actually going to steal energy from this now, but there is no energy for it to steal, and there we go. Okay, so that's going to fill up. We're going to need to... Well, so, yeah, as I said, I think 2 coercion drivers... coercion derivers, I should say. A lot more capacity and speed modules, and then I think we should have a sustainable force field. Hey, look, everyone, the quarry's working now. Hooray! Right, so we've got 30 more speed modules, we have got 36 more capacity modules, and we have another coercion drive. We've got a bit of cable on us still, which is good, so we should be able to now set something up that will maintain itself, which is fantastic. Let's have a look. Hopefully that little bit of editing works. Sometimes Sony Vegas does struggle to do that sort of thing, but hey, fingers crossed. If it didn't work, then obviously it wouldn't be in the video, and therefore you will have no idea about what I'm talking about. But hey, whatever. Whatever, right, so let's get another coercion driver. We could put that there, couldn't we? We will now just have to crack on under here with a smidgen of cabal. Oh, goodness me, it's going to look a bit messy now, isn't it? Right, cable needs to go like another one over here, as a matter of fact. That's a ticket. Okay, so 4 bits cable, bing, bong, bung, bang. Lovely, and now we're stuck in the hole. Great. There we go. Right, so let's put some speed modules in. Capacity modules, let's put some in... Oh, let's put... Tell you what, let's put half in there, lovely, and half in there, lovely. Right, so hopefully now that should be filling up a bit more. We will turn this on and put it to frequency numero, I don't know what 4 is in Spanish, but that should be working nicely. We could put some lapis in there as well, couldn't we? Lovely stuff. That goes, oops, Daisy, that goes in there, fantastic. And then speed modules. Let's put some, again, let's go half and half, shall we? Half and half. Okay, right, now that should work a lot better. I'm just going to fill this in with cobblestone. Ugly, I know, but let's just get it done. So this is now filling up. That's actually nearly filled up entirely. You guys working? Oh, it is working fantastically well, isn't it? They're both working. Oh, I've got some capacity modules in there. I'm going to take the capacity modules out of there and put them in here, I think. Okay, right. So now we've got a 175 kilojoule thing, and we're going to require 2.36 kilojoules a tick or a second or whatever you want to say. So let's get this over to equalize spread energy amount. There we go. So this should fill up nicely. Oh, taking its time again, isn't it? Okay, right. Let's look out over the bay while it's getting up. But we are getting there. That's the point here. We are getting there. It's not taking actually too long to fill up, is it? No, it should be okay. Should be okay. Should be very, 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 very okay. I would have ended the episode, but I just really want to end the episode with a force field working. And I suppose we did bite off a bit more than we can chew. It would have held quite easily if we'd made the force field smaller, but you go large or you go home when you live at Elysium. That's what happens. Right, so anyway, we should be about halfway now. We are indeed halfway. Let's just wait for that to crack up a little bit more. How's the, how are you holding up, Mr. Person? Oh, you are draining ever so slightly. These guys are sustaining you a bit reasonably. We're going to need even more Wotsits, but we used a load of steel. I think we've only got about 5 or 6 diamonds left now. But the Wotsits working, which is good. The quarry, that got working, which is fantastic. Anyway, right, so let's see. Oh, that's full now. Let's turn it on. Come on. Come on, force field. There we go. It's forming. It's definitely forming. You can see that's a darn sight quicker than it was, isn't it? Ideally, we'd have, well, if there was a stack of these, it would have formed already. But it is getting there. It is getting there. Let's just see if it can hold its energy this time. Oh, we're still struggling a bit, but we should be able to get it to form. And, yeah, still some stuff to work on. But as you can see, look at this. It's a lot quicker than it was. We need a lot of modules here, but as I said, when the quarry hits diamond form, then it should be good. Now, as you can see, it's formed. But what I'm going to do now is just take some liberty and slip into creative mode, just so I can fly up, just so you can see that it is there. It just sometimes doesn't quite render. Okay, so there we go. So if we fly over here, as you can see, it's here, but it's just not quite showing up. There we go. We have to go quite near to it for it to actually... See, it's there! It's there! It's working! Oh, isn't that fantastic? I want to fill it in. I just want to go over and fill it all in, first of all, before we do anything else. Down there, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Good, 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 goody, goody gumdrops. Look at this. Oh, it's a shame sometimes you have to do this, but now you might think, is that not ruining the water? No, because it's not placed water, it's natural water, so it will refill itself once the thingy gets to... Oh my goodness, it's really not showing up as it... We're having to do laps of it, for goodness sake. My dear, dear, dear goodness. Right, anyway, let's get up. Come on, work! Darn you, work! It is working, it's just not showing up. I don't know if that's just a little bit of server lag, but it is there, as you can see. I really want it to be completely filmed in before I end the episode. We're not doing any fades of black. We're going to end with the nice look of a force field, and unfortunately, it is there. Obviously, it will stop everything short of antimatter, but I like seeing it. I like seeing what I've built, you know? And it's... Oh, for goodness sake, come on! Anyway, you can see how it's working. You can see how it's working, but I do want to just show you it in its full brilliance. Come on. Come on! Oh, my goodness. As I said, our capacity isn't quite there, and it might die before we get the whole thing filled in. But we're nearly there. We're nearly filled... Oh, my goodness, it's... Come on! Come on! Come on! Show up! Darn you, show up! I think this is just a little bit of a server issue. It's probably the first force field that's gone up in the server, so the server's a bit like, what the hell is this? In that voice as well. That's how our server speaks. I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, right, we're getting there. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. Well, we missed out a few little bits, but as you can see, there it is. So now it's formed. It should actually appear next time it's formed. There we go. It's up. It's up. We missed out a few bits, but look at that. The force field is working, and yeah. These bits are here, trust me, they're here. They just don't want to play ball as far as looking nice goes. There we go. See, look, all you have to do is fly near them and they... Anyway, look, hooray, we did it. We did the force field, fantastic. And let's just see how that's actually holding. I know I'm in creative mode, but there was no other way to do that. So let's just pop down here and see how good we're doing. Oh yeah, so that's not going to last forever by itself. So we are going to want to think about some more speed, some more capacity, maybe a few more coercion drives and a Fortron capacitor. But it's working. We have a force field and everything inside it is safe as long as people aren't going to antimatter bomb us. And even if they do antimatter bomb us, the explosion will happen on top of the force field, so we'll be shielded a bit. Anyway, I am thoroughly pleased with this, and it's covering a good old chalk of our what's it, certainly everything that needs to be covered. So I am now going to say thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. Again, thank you for watching. Really hope to see you on the next episode. Goodbye, my dear friends.